Hello everyone and welcome to Khan's Tech Lab. As you already know, we are working on the Docker series and here are a few sessions we have already completed. In today's session, we will discuss about a couple of commands with respect to Docker container and those are Docker copy and Docker logs. First, I will explain a few things about Docker logs. So let us see the official document of Docker container logs. You can directly call Docker logs or using Docker container logs also and you can call it. Now, let me open command prompt and first let me see what and all containers we have running. So we have three containers. I will take the first container which is MySQL container and I will as per the document I will just write this command docker container logs then container name or ID. I'll just first without options I will run it docker container logs and container name is MySQL container. As you can see, these are a few logs generated when we have started the Docker container. So the last log was ready for connections and version 9.310 and socket and port 3306 and MySQL community server GPL. We can see these logs using Docker desktop also as we discussed in the last video. You have to just go inside this Docker desktop and here is that MySQL container it is running. Here you can find those logs which we just now saw in the command also. So this is regarding this Docker logs. There are a few options with respect to logs. For example, we can see in detailed and also we can follow the log output and also we can use scenes to get some timestamp. I mean, we can see the logs from some timestamp like this. Also like with 42 minutes or 1 hour like that also we can use. Also there is tail command and also timestamps etc. and until also we can use. You can go through this official document of Docker container logs. You can get more information on that. Now we have covered this Docker logs. Let me mark it green. So the next one I wanted to showcase is Docker copy. For example, you have a Docker container and you want to share copy some file from your local machine to into that Docker container or reverse like from the Docker container into your local machine. It is very simple. First, let me show you. These are the containers we have. And suppose I want to see what and all files present inside it. I can just use interactive session, execution session, and name of the container. I have to copy this and then dash. So I have logged in into the container. Now let me do ls-ltr. This is the root directory I am on. Let me choose the first directory. This is srv and let me go to srv directory and again do ls-ltr to list down all the files present. As you can see, there are no files inside that. So now let me exit from this container. Now I am outside of this container. So I am in this location in my machine, which is downloads and sample, which is this folder. So I will copy this hello.jsp file from my local machine into that MySQL container. And the command would be docker cp. The name of the file. What was the name of that file? Sam hello.jsp. Hello.jsp. Then I have to give let me show you the official document of this also. Docker container cp. Then if you want to give some options, then options, you will have to give container source path, then destination path. If you're copying from the container to outside, then this is the command. If you want to copy outside to inside the container, then you have to use the opposite way. So here they have given some example also. You can see here contain a file, copy a local file into a container. So here is that command. So let me copy that. I have already tried once. So let me copy this and let me paste it directly here. As you can see, Docker copy, then hello.jsp from my local machine into the container in, let me do a service folder. So you can see here successfully copied file from outside to MySQL container. Now let me go login into the container again and do ls-ltr. Now I have SRV. Let me copy the go inside the SRV folder, which is this one. Now let me do again ls-ltr. As you can see here, hello.jsp page is uh, copied from outside of the container to inside the container. We can do it in the reverse way also. For example, let me create one JSP file within the container in the same location. Let me copy this and create one more. Let me give the name as copy. So, and let me do ls-ltr to list. Now I have two JSP files here and I want to copy from inside this container to outside into my local drive, which is sample folder. So now the command is very simple. So here I will just give the location of the file, then the name of that file, hello copy, then to my local machine. So you can see here now the hello copy.jsp got copied from the container to my local machine, which is samples folder. Let me check if it is there or not. As you can see, it is there. Hello copy.jsp. So we can copy as file also, we can copy the folder also. So this way we can copy from within the container to outside, within the container itself, or also container to outside and outside to container. And a few more options are also available. You can just walk through this page to get some more information.